Wyan was running all the way to the corridor to reach the elevator. She was late and her mother's call was making things more complicated. You are again late, Wyan? Unfortunately, I am. She put the file between the closing doors of the elevator and ignoring the surroundings she got inside. You still not used to it? Mom, please don't snatch my boss job. He will scold me later anyway. Okay, fine, but don't forget about your blind date this time. A boring sigh left from her mouth. She wanted her to get settled, but her eyes on someone else. But sadly, he was out of reach. I'll be on time, Mom, I promise. I hope. Her mother's voice had a sarcasm at the end of the call, but Wyan didn't react much and adjusted her hair with a slight smile. No matter in condition you are, but should start the work with positivity. The elevator door opened with a ding sound and she stepped out. A big smile was dancing on her lips seeing Jungkook's cabin empty. Wow, Mr. Jeon is late too. She saw everyone getting up from their respectful chair and her smile dropped. She turned around to get the shocking view. Jungkook was standing in his all glory and power. Good morning, Mr. Jeon. Miss Wyan, in my cabin right now. He went straight to his office while all the colors of Wyan's face drained. Bye-bye, friends. I think this is my last day here. Nothing is going to happen. Just go if you don't want to get scolded more. She made her way to the office and got his permission with his famous cold voice. He was working on a laptop, still looking the majestic man. She forgot the purpose but admired the hotness in front of her. His personality, his aura was attractive, but his smile was the reason she was drowning in him, his rarest funny smile. Come to earth, Miss Wyan. She bit her lower lip in embarrassment and looked everywhere but him. She had no courage to meet his eyes. So what's your reason for being late? Actually, Mr. Jeon, I was not feeling well last night, for real this time. She looked down but a smile across his lips which lasted for a few seconds. Her actions, her voice and face confused him. Did she really a 22-year-old girl? Then, are you okay now? Yeah, perfectly fine. His worries subsided since he was not lying. She was looking dull today. Good, now check these files and find the similarities. She grabbed the files with a smile. Her fear to get kicked out flew away. And this time, 5% of your salary would be cut as a consequences. Her big smile dropped, but she couldn't argue with him. Jungkook didn't like to make her sad either, but as a boss, he need to be transparent. Have a good day, Miss Wyan. You too, Mr. Jeon. With a fake smile, she took her leave and joined the other colleagues. Told you, nothing is going to happen. After all, she is a special one of Mr. Jeon. Stop kidding. She glared at Soobin just to hide the redness of her cheek. They were her good friends in the office and shipped her with Jungkook. She wanted to believe it sometimes, but it was not a fairy tale. The whole day passed with work and a bit of gossip with friends. Now it was time to wrap up and leave the office. Wyan and Kiara took the elevator following Jungkook with his assistant. Why is Mr. Jeon taking this elevator? His private one had some problems since yesterday. Their pitch was too low that no one could listen, but a realization hit Wyan. He was with her in the elevator at the morning and she mocked him. But he didn't scold me for that, or am I really special to him? She was again lost in him when Kiara pinched her hand lightly. Wyan glared at her but she smirked in return. Are you already assuming you're a date night guy? Wyan gave her a what the look, but Kiara's words drew the attention of Jungkook. Date night guy? How can she go on a date with another guy when she likes me? He felt offended with a pinch of jealousy. His tongue pushed the side of his cheek and he stole glances off Wyan. She should have proposed to me instead of wasting her time. Is it too hard to confess? The realization hit him that he was standing on the same pedestal. But the most confident and arrogant man has no courage to confess his feelings. Hope she unable to go on that stupid date. Kiara could notice his uneasiness in his jealous behavior. Congratulations in advance. She winked, but innocent Wyan was trying to comprehend her words. After that Jeon Jungkook existence, every man seemed so unattractive to me. She was getting ready for her unwanted date. Frustration was visible on her face, but turning her mother down once again won't be a good idea. I wish I had the courage to tell him. Her lips pouted sadly. She changed a simple dress, pairing it with bellies. When her phone rang loudly, reading Bunny, she immediately answered the call. Good evening, Mr. John. Come to my house right now with the Sky Project file. But do I need to repeat myself? No, I'll be there in 15 minutes. She found the particular file which was not so important for now, but she was unaware what her boss was up to. With the 3 bells, finally the door was opened by Jungkook. His gaze stuck on her figure since it was first time he was seeing her in such attire. A blush appeared on her face and she extended her hand. Here is the file, Mr. Jeon. Come inside, Miss Wyan. We need to talk about something important. She grabbed the opportunity to stay with him and stepped inside his luxurious apartment happily. Everything was so clean and neat, unlike her apartment she left behind. By the way, were you going somewhere? Yeah, I have to meet someone. With a note, Jungkook offered a cup of coffee and settled on the couch beside her. I'll take you a few minutes only. He started to talk about the project with her. She was a part of design management and had good knowledge too. The meeting lasted for more than an hour and now Wyan was ready to go. Miss Wyan? Yes, Mr. Jeon. Actually... He was not coming up with another idea to stop her. He was never in such a situation before, nor did he have any kind of experience. On the other hand, she was looking at him with a questionable look. Are you okay, Mr. Jeon? Yes, no, I'm so stressed out. He told the truth unknowingly. It was hard for him to stop her, but easier than confessing. About what, Mr. Jeon? She was all concerned for him, which softened his eyes. I'm having a fever. He got the idea of nowhere and he was proud himself. He felt her hand touching his forehead, which panicked him. But your temperature is normal. I don't know, but my whole body is aching, especially my head. He held his head as he was in pain, but his side eyes were noticing her every move. She was worried for him, yet too close. Is it paining too much? Should I call the doctor? A sudden feeling of guilt he felt, but not that much. He didn't want her to let go or meet any other guy. No, I have medicine and I will take it after dinner. But you are not in a condition to do anything. I'll make something quick for you. No, you don't have to bother about me. How can I left you when you need me? His beautiful charcoal eyes were shining in happiness and it was the first time Wyan noticed. His eyes also smiled and it was too cute. I wish you never left me. Wyan's eyes turned big to his mumbled statement. Thinking he didn't say it loud, Jungkook went to his bedroom. Did I hear right? Does he really want me forever? With a red face, she entered the kitchen and trying her hair in a bun, she started to cut veggies. A few hairs were falling on her face and it was making her look even better to the eyes who were admiring her. This scene is better than regretting my decision. The regret of ruining her date now turned into unsatisfaction. He was selfish, possessive for her and wanted her all for himself. Soon he heard her phone was ringing, but she didn't realize it. Her whole focus was to impress her one and only guy with her cooking. Stop disturbing us, whoever you are. He didn't want her attention to flew away or think about anyone else. Soon he saw her coming to the bedroom and immediately sat on the bed. She gave him the bowl of soup, but an evil idea came to his mind. He acted to be weak, that Wyan fed him, and she exactly did the same, making her nervous with his gaze. The proximity was pounding her heart, but she completed the task. Later, she gave him the medicine, which he threw away since Wyan was out to clean the dishes. Wyan was in the kitchen when she heard the call this time and came to the living area. With a frown, she answered a known caller. Hello? Where are you, Wyan? I have been waiting for you since an hour. God, I'm so sorry. Her words stuck inside her mouth. Heartbeats forgot to beat. Then Jungkook brought her into his arms. With her big eyes, she was not understanding his move, and the next moment he took the phone from her hand. Wyan, are you there? She's busy. And who are you, mister? Her boyfriend. So now stop calling my girl. And not just butterflies, but the whole zoo was tingling her stomach. She was still shocked but came back to her sense with his another pull. She was too close to him that their breaths were mingling. Mr. Jeon? I want your attention, your care, your love, only for myself. His thumb traveled to her cheek, to her jaw sensually. He was looking too different with that dominant aura, and she was not complaining about it. Is that clear, Miss Vine? It was not a normal Miss Vine, but an authoritative, seductive, and full of dominance. You are always the center of my attention. She suddenly felt confident and sucked a breath, feeling his thumb rubbing against her lower lip, and will always be. Surrounding her jaw with his finger in a protective way, he kissed her lips gently, slowly, and seductively. They broke the long kiss to hold the breath. Now your body is heating up for real. Then be a cure. The next moment she was in the air in his arm and next to his bedroom. Then,